Hi, my name is Laura, and I want to tell you a story of a time when I felt I was not alone. I can actually think of many times in my life when I have experienced that feeling of being surrounded by something, a power, a love, a strength, something greater than me. But the story I want to share is one that had the most profound effect on me. So much so that it really did change the course of my entire life. This was the day that I went from a despairing sense of hopelessness, of aloneness, to something different. I was 23 years old, facing divorce. I was living in a dark and smelly and quiet basement suite. I felt like I had no friends. I had a job I hated. And I was absolutely full of fear. Also, I was on the cusp of accepting that years of alcohol binges had taken their toll. So I guess you could say that I was in a state of what felt like absolute powerlessness. So there I was, feeling super sorry for myself, not sure at all what to do next, when I had a thought. Pray. Well, I hadn't prayed in years. I had rejected religion. I wasn't sure at all what I believed about God, but I was pretty sure that whatever God was, it wasn't for me. I was just too broken. I felt like I just wasn't good enough. So I tried to push the whole silly prayer idea away, but it just wouldn't leave me. So I said simply, God, I need help. I don't know what to do. And then came the words to a song that we all sung as kids in Sunday school. Jesus loves me, this I know. And all I can say is that I immediately felt this sense of calm. That tension that I had been feeling in my jaw and in my chest just turned into great bubbles of tears. Tears that I think were a mix of grief and relief. Grief because I saw how desperate my life had become. And relief, I think, because I knew that I just wasn't alone in my desperation. As you can imagine, the next while wasn't easy as I settled into recovery and began putting the broken pieces of my life back together. It wasn't easy, but it never felt impossible. It even felt hopeful. I can honestly say that I have never felt alone since that night. Oh, certainly there have been times when I've been less willing and open to welcoming God's presence in my life, but I've always known that God's presence is there, singing words of love, of encouragement, and often words of challenge. I know that I am not alone. Thanks be to God.